But it raises an interesting thing that forms sort of part of the backbone of a coaching relationship, I suppose, and also something that I've been curious about from probably the age. I think I probably first came aware of it sort of 18 or 19, um, and that is things look obvious from the outside when we're looking at others and what's going on for them, and we can see, yeah, well, this equals that, that, and that. So I can see how that's playing out, but we struggle to do that with our own experience and what's going on, even though we're involved potentially in that same scenario. Um, so the thing that brought it into stark contrast for me at that sort of 18, 19, when I was doing my Army Officer Selection Board to uh, get to Sandhurst. It's a sort of 3.5 day interview testing phase with a group of 7 others. And sitting in that group of 8, I could see those that were absolutely smashing it and those that were really struggling. And I had absolutely no idea where I sat in the spectrum of that at all. And therefore spent a very nervous 24 hours waiting for the letter to come and land on the door to tell me what my fate was. And that just went, well, how can that be? I can see how everybody else is doing. And actually my predictions weren't, I eventually went back to work at the same place. So I dug out the file from my time there and was able to see that I was right about where everybody else sat, and surprised to see where I did. But it's really interesting to see how on point we can be with other people and really not understand that for ourselves. And for me, that forms the basis of a coaching relationship. The role that you and I have is to provide a second set of eyes and ears, and a different perspective for people, for the things that matter most to them in their world, that they are struggling to see what the next step might be. And as a result of not knowing what that is, normally it equals inaction or avoidance or running in the opposite direction. But the beauty of the relationship that a coach has with their client, or a client has with their coach, actually, probably the better way to put it,